Kiss the rings, bitch.
Today's video was brought to you by our sponsor, Nerf. Get your Nerf Renetti pistol in-game today. Nerf no longer approves the use of the Renetti pistol in the form of a SMG. Nerf also recommends you try to use real, non-broken guns to get better at the game, instead of relying on broken weapons as a crutch. Maybe you should try to use an RPG instead. Nerf is also not a real sponsor or partner of any kind to the channel. GG's go next. That is right, everybody. Today is the day. The Renetti SMG Jack Ferocity Carbine Kit has been nerfed. It's been brought in line with all the other SMGs in the category. We're going to get into what they did to this gun, how they brought it in line with everything else, how it compares to the broken version that it was just yesterday. So, Raven Software had tweeted out after the weapon update yesterday that only addressed 3 different weapons, excluding the Renetti. Here's what they said. We are working on adjustments to the Renetti, which will be released in the future. And in the image below that tweet, you do see what they did to this gun. Jack Ferocity Carbine Kit. Max damage decreased to 28, down from 36. Min damage decreased down to 24 from 28. Max damage range decreased to 12.44 meters, down from 17.52. I think that third thing is going to be one of the bigger things that you'll notice with this weapon. When I used this weapon, testing it out, seeing what it felt like in game, the range on this thing was nutty. So I am interested in seeing how this will perform in game. Let's get into some TTK chart to see how it measures up against the rest of the guns in game, what it used to be, what it is now. So let's take a peek at what they did to the weapon. In order to get an appreciation for where this weapon is now, first we're going to take a look at a TTK chart showing what the weapon was before the nerf. In this chart, we're going to compare the Renetti conversion kit to all the other guns in the close range meta. The HRM9, the WSP9, the AMR9, the FJX Horse, and the RAM9. On this chart, you can see before they nerfed this gun, the Renetti conversion kit was killing everything that came in its path. With a TTK that was below 500 milliseconds, if you 1v1 this gun, you lost. The closest competitor that it had was the HRM9, and that killed at a TTK of just over 600 milliseconds. So there was a massive gap between the Renetti conversion kit and the next closest gun. Now we're going to look at how they balance this weapon. How did they bring the Renetti conversion kit in line with all the other guns in the close range meta? We still have all the same guns as the previous chart: the HRM9, the WSP9, the AMR9, the FJX Horse, and the RAM9. The one big glaring difference on this chart is there's no orange line going way across the bottom at a faster TTK than everything on this chart. Now you can see an orange line. That's the Renetti conversion kit after the nerf, after the patch. So how does it balance? How does it measure up? It's really good, actually. I think that Raven Software and Call of Duty did a phenomenal job bringing this gun in line. I did still play around with it after the nerf. It is still something that you can absolutely use. But there are guns that'll outgun this thing in close range now if you're missing shots especially. I'm happy with the nerf because I honestly prefer to run the SMG. I like the strafe speed, the mobility of the other guns, the HRM, the RAM9. I think that they just feel better for me personally. When I got into close quarter combat with the Renetti, the strafing, the mobility, the movement, it just didn't do it for me. But good on Call of Duty, good on Raven Software. You guys brought the gun in line with the rest of the close range meta. Round of applause. Hats off to you. In this last chart, we're just going to compare the pre and post nerf Renettis, just show you how drastically they did change this gun. The orange line, that's post nerf. The red line, that's pre nerf. You can see under a 500 millisecond TTK before they nerfed it. Now you're up close to 650, right around that 630 in the super close quarters. It does still extend out, and it probably will feel a little similar to the AMR9 before they nerfed it in the season 3 update, but still a usable gun. Very good on them for what they did to the weapon, how they balanced it in comparison to all the other guns in this category. And that's going to wrap up today's video, breaking down the new Renetti conversion kit nerf. Are you happy with the nerf? Are you sad about the nerf? Let me know down in the comments down below. But either way, we're glad to see Raven Software and Call of Duty responding to our call for action in a timely manner. That's all we wanted to see. That's what we've been asking for the last year. Love to see it. As always, we do appreciate your time here, stopping by, spending time with the Royal Warzone family. Once again, don't hesitate to hit that like button. Oh, and don't forget to
Kiss the rings, bitch.